Hello, welcome back to Learn Physics. In today's topic, we are going to continue with our laws of motion revision. Okay, so the next question is, a block of mass M is suspended by a light cord C from the ceiling and another strong cord D is attached to the bottom of the block as S. The cord D is pulled by a force F. Which of these cords will break F? See here the diagram is given like this. This is the strong support. Here it is C and here it is M and here it is F and this is D. The cord D is pulled by a force F. Which of these cords will break? If the force is increased steadily and if the force is increased suddenly. So, if force is increased suddenly, impulse will be more. Force acting for a short interval of time. So, that will be more. So, here which will be trying to this, if the force is increased suddenly, it will break fast, isn't it? Next is, raising the outer edge of a curved rod a little above the inner edge is called a banking of curve. Derive an expression for the safe speed with which a car can negotiate a banked road by taking into account the friction between the tires and the string. That is, friction also we should consider. Vmax equals, what is the formula? Square root of mu rg into 1 plus mu s plus tan theta divided by 1 minus mu s tan theta. This is the formula, right? Vmax equals, and here we should consider friction. If friction is not there, what it will be? Root of rg tan theta divided by root of rg tan theta divided by mu s won't be coming, right? So here Vmax equals root of rg into mu s plus tan theta divided by 1 minus mu s tan theta. A machine gun fires a bullet of mass 40 gram. So mass equals 40 gram each with a speed is given as 1200 meter per second. The person can hold the gun with a maximum force of 144 Newton. So force is equal to 144 Newton. As the maximum number of bullets that can be fired per second from the gun. What is the maximum number of bullets which can be fired from the gun? Maximum force is given. The person can hold a gun with a maximum force of 144 Newton. Here, what is the maximum number of bullets that can be fired per second from the gun? So, here it is moving with the velocity. So, what will be the initial momentum? 40 into 1200, right? Then final momentum will be equal to 0, right? Then what is the change in momentum? Change in momentum equals 40 into 1200, right? dt equals for 1 second time. We know F is proportional to dp by dt. Right, so F is 144, that will be equal to N into 40 into 1200. So we should find out this, how much force, how many number of bullets a person can hold for a force of, a person can hold the gun with a maximum force of 144 into N, 144 Newton. So number of bullets for this many 40 gram, this one we should convert it into kilogram. So into 10 to the power minus 3 also there. So you can do it. See, N is equal to 144 divided by 4 into 12 equals N. So 12 12s are, so here 3. So you will get N value as 3. Clear how we will be finding out this one? So here For a bullet, what is the mass and velocity is given. We can find out the momentum, mass into velocity, change in momentum we found out for a time interval of 1 second. Then F is proportional to dp by dt. So if 144 is the maximum force, what will be the number of bullets that can be produced, that can be given from that particular gun. This is how we should do. Clear? Next is, a thief jumps from the top of a house with a box of weight 25 kilogram weight on his head. What will be the weight of the box experienced by the thief during his downward fall? Justify your answer. Okay, thief jumps from the top of a house with a box of weight 25 kilogram weight. Okay, so 25 kilogram weight as 1 kilogram weight equals 9.8 Newton. Okay, so 25 into 9.8 will be the weight of box that he is holding. What will be the weight of the box experienced by the thief during his downward fall? What will be the force when it is under free fall? Mass into. So here weight of the box is from the. So here if weight is given as 25 kilogram weight. See, this man is falling down, right? So here he is with a weight box on his head. Okay, he is falling down. During his fall, what will be the net weight? That only it is asked. Okay, what will be the weight of the box experienced by the thief during his downward fall? So here, as like that on our lift problem, see here mg is the weight acting downwards. This is the reactional force. He is coming with a particular acceleration. Okay, what will be the acceleration which he is coming downwards? Mg. Right, so here r minus mg will be balanced with the minus mg. Downward direction we took it as negative, right? So what will be the r here? Minus mg plus mg. So that will be equal to 0. Okay, same like lift problem. Okay, in lift we considered it as r minus mg. What will be the reactional force? That reactional force will be shown as the weight in the balance, isn't it? So here mg is acting downwards and here he is coming with the acceleration due to gravity alone, free fall. So here weight will be mg. So both are negative, minus mg, r is positive. So here the net effect of the force will be weight will be 0. Using this diagram you can explain it thoroughly. Okay. Next is, when a shot is fired from a gun, the gun moves in the backward direction. State the principle behind it. What is the principle when it is moving forward? This is for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. Prove the principle using Newton's second law of motion. Law of conservation of momentum, you can say principle as law of conservation of momentum, and prove the principle using Newton's second law of motion. Okay, if it's law of conservation of momentum, you should prove m1 u1 plus m2 u2 equals m1 v1 plus m2 v2. That one you should prove over here. Okay, next is, friction is a force acting between two surfaces in contact. When there is a relative motion between them, consider a car moving over a horizontal road will be the direction of the force acting between the road, and what will be the direction of frictional force acting between the road and the tire. When it is moving, it will be the kinetic friction. When one is moving over the other, then the friction acting will be kinetic friction. One is static position, that is at rest means it is static friction. Then if it is rolling one over the other, it will be a rolling friction. Next is, a stone breaks the window glass into pieces while a bullet almost pierces through the same. Give reason. Tell me, when a stone is falling on the glass, it will break into pieces. When a stone is falling on a glass, what will happen? See, velocity of the stone is less, right? So it will be taking more time to cross this. So it will, impulse acting on it will be more, isn't it? So impulse equals force into displacement. Force into change in time. So that is change in momentum. It is equal to change in momentum. Right. So here time interval needed for the stone to cross the glass is more. So impulse force will be more over there. Okay, but in the case of bullet, time interval required to cross the glass is less. So impulsive force also will be less in the case of bullet. That is the reason through bullet will be passing freely, but the glass for the stone, it will take more time to cross the glass. So impulsive force will be more over there. Okay, so what is the reason? I'll tell you once more. For a glass, for a stone to pass through the glass, it will take more time in comparison with the bullet. So impulsive force will be more for the stone than that of the bullet. That is why bullet can easily pass through it, but the stone will be breaking the glass into pieces. Okay. Banking of road helps to increase the centripetal force and thereby increases the limit of maximum speed of a vehicle wherewith it can take the curve. So this and all importance of banking of curve. See, questions will be coming in such a manner, half of the answer will be given. See, what are the importance of banking of curve? It will be helping to increase the centripetal force and will be helping to reduce we can move with a more velocity while taking a curve in a banked road. Sketch the schematic diagram of a vehicle on a banked road and mark the various forces acting on it. We already discussed in the first part. Okay, that banking of road, friction. See this diagram. Vehicle is here, mg is acting downwards, r will be like this, and this is theta, this is the frictional force, and theta, f cos theta, f sin theta, all those things you should mark. Clear? Then give the expression for the maximum allowed speed of the vehicle on a banked road with the friction. We already told how to derive that. Next is, a passenger of mass 30 kg is standing in a lift which is moving vertically downwards with an acceleration of 1.8 meter per second square. Will the passenger experience a decrease or increase in his weight? Explain. So same way we can explain that. So a passenger of mass 30 kg is standing in a lift which is moving vertically downwards with an acceleration of 1.8 meter per second square. Will the passenger experience a decrease or increase in his weight? Okay, so here G will be acting downwards, R is the reactional force, downwards only, acting with an acceleration of 1.8 meter per second square. R minus mg will be equal to minus ma. So R will be equal to minus ma plus mg. That is mg minus ma. So tell me whether it will be increase in or force, decrease in force, decrease in its original weight. Okay, how much it is decreasing? M into g minus 1.8. Okay, m is 30 into 10 minus or 9.8 minus 1.8. So here it will be 10, 240 meter. 240 will be the reactional force, that is reactional weight which will be acting. Otherwise it should be 30 into 9.8. Here it is 30 into 8. Okay, so it will be showing a decrease in his original weight. What will be the effect if the cable is cut and the lift is falling freely? So what will happen if the lift is falling freely? A will be equal to downward, A will be equal to G. Reaction is acting upward, mg is acting downwards. So R minus mg equals minus mg. Therefore R equals minus mg plus mg. That is equal to 0. So there it will be, if the lift is breaking and falling down, that will be reactional force will be 0. Okay. Then next is, there are different types of forces in nature. We learn their effects and applications. Give the exact reasons for the following. Why does a satellite revolves around the earth in a circular path? Because centripetal force will be acting against the gravitational force, so it can move in a circular path. Why can't a horse pull a cart in empty space? In empty space, there is no reactional force. For action and reaction should happen in different objects, then only we can move, right? So here for an action, there is no reaction in an empty space. So we can't move, the horse can't pull the cart in empty space. Why are passengers thrown forward when a speeding bus stops suddenly? Inertia of motion. Okay, it was moving, and so the passengers will be having the tendency to move forward. When suddenly stops, lower part of the body will be coming to rest position, upper part still will be moving in the forward direction. Why is it easy to lift a heavy stone in water? Because of upthrust. An upward force will be given by the water to the stone, so it will be easy to lift the stone and under the water. Okay, so these are some of the questions which are previous year questions which I have with me. So in next day I will be continuing with the next chapter, that is work, energy and power. Okay, so and if you like the channel, please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye.